Hi there, Gemini. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 23rd of June. This week begins with Venus, the planet of love, entering your sign on Monday. This is a really fab development because as it's made its way through the previous part of your horoscope, it may have raked up quite a lot of doubts about relationships, or there may have been times when you've wanted to just sit back and reflect more about what you've wanted. There may even have been pangs of thoughts towards someone from your past. In fact, an old flame may have even turned up in person. But now as Venus moves into your sign, it's time to look forwards. And the exciting news is that over the next 28 days, you're going to be much more in demand. And your popularity and sense of allure and sex appeal are certainly going to skyrocket. So do let that in. But immediately this week, Mars and Uranus are clashing, and they're clashing in parts of your horoscope that are influential in your love life. So if you're in an existing relationship and you have been thinking about whether it's the right one for you or not, the collision of these two energies suggests that maybe you do need to get some of the things you've been thinking about out into the open and have a frank discussion, particularly if part of the issue for you is that your freedom is being limited, or you feel that your partner stops you from pursuing some of your own individual interests. Perhaps you both need to give each other a little bit more space. But this could be true of a friendship as much as a love affair, and it can also be true of a business relationship too. So, on the other hand, you could find yourself attracted towards someone who's very, very different, someone who tends to be a bit more of a rule breaker, pushes things to the edge when it comes to the way they approach things. And you may actually find that hugely attractive, particularly if you're single. But if you do get involved with someone who emanates these kind of characteristics, it may not be a long-lasting relationship, because the risky side of their nature that you find so attractive is not necessarily quite so compatible for a long-term stable union. So just bear that in mind. If you're in the mood for a bit of a fling, well, why not? Go for it. Now the Sun continues to go through the part of your horoscope concerned with finance, and from the middle of this week is angling up beautifully well with Neptune. When it comes to your professional situation, if you are having an interview or doing a presentation, this is encouraging you to link your natural logical approach to a more intuitive one as well. And if you have got unusual ideas that you kind of feel that might not necessarily fit the expectation of the people you're speaking to, you may have to ask yourself a question of whether you're going to step outside your comfort zone and share something that you actually feel could be of real help to them. Now, ironically, by the end of this week, Neptune is actually causing a bit of mischief because it forges a much less positive link with Venus. And that suggests that there could be someone you encounter that could be a bit judgmental or a little bit woolly when it comes to giving their point of view to you about your love life. Or it could be as simple as you give yourself a glamorous makeover and someone you'd like to give you some approval is actually a little bit sniffy about doing so, which could really frustrate you. But on the whole, this is a really positive week if you give yourself some space and time to express your unique individuality. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.